use those equations I formulated, you should be able to at least triple the lifespan of your battery. Oh, I gotta go, Elon. I'll talk to you later. Welcome to Toad House, a podcast about nothing and everything.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's Year of the Rabbit.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of cool.
So it's like the Chinese New Year?
Yeah, the Chinese New Year.
Does it coincide with our New Year, like at the time? Like it's also December 31st?
You know what? I don't know that. I don't think so because I talked to, I have a friend in China I do business with for like the rash guards and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And they take off a month, like January or February. And I think it's their New Year.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I never knew when it was. I would just go to the Chinese restaurants and they had the mat that had like the
monkey, the tiger.
yeah.
What are you? Do you know?
I have no idea. That's a good question. Hopefully something cool.
Everybody always thinks that, and it's the
The rat or something.
I know a rat.
I know a few.
But yeah, mine's the rabbit. So it's cool that it's the Year of the Rabbit. Yeah, it's funny too. On New Year's, was it New Year's Eve? I went to the store, and I guess everybody's at the store last minute for these parties and stuff. And I just needed, a little bit of stuff. I forgot what was I getting, but anyways, as I'm leaving, I realized the lines are super long and it's kind of a mess in there.
Oh.
And I see that they opened up a special little checkout, and it was like for customer service, but they opened it to get people with small items out.
Oh, okay.
And it said
Fast pass.
Yeah, like a fast. Yes, they they heard, they were listening, right? People are listening.
We're getting through them. We're getting through.
And so that people don't hold it up, they're like no produce and 1 to 5 items, right? And the guy in front of me, he's probably got like 10 items, but he only has 3 products. He has Coke, and he has like the 12 packs, but he's got like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
And then he has some chicken broth, but he's probably got like 3 or 4 of those boxes. And then he had something else, and he only had 1 of that. But so he has 3 products, but he probably had like 10, 11 items.
And he's like, no, it's just 3. It's only 3.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, it says 3 items, and that's
not 3 brands, not 3 categories. Like,
I didn't say anything, but I thought the lady at the checkout, she should have called him out on it, right?
Yeah, because if she's not going to say nothing, then it's all hell breaks loose. Anyone could get in that line. What's the point of the rules?
Yeah, right. And he's probably thinking she just types in 3, scans the Coke. And then for the chicken broth, she types in like, sometimes they do that, right? Have you seen that where they do like a,
yeah.
But she scanned each one. So I'm like, all right, so she scanned 5. I should have told him. Like,
hey, that's 6.
That's it.
Yeah, see, that's fucking, I've been in those too where it's like 5 items or less. Like the regular ones, the express lanes, whatever. Yeah, the person in front of me has like a bunch of shit. I'm like, man, like, I'm really going to start an argument with this lady.
Right. But they should, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're solid. Like you said, the workers should at least.
Yeah, the workers should.
They're the ones to enforce the rules. And
yeah, it's not my job at that. In that situation, it's not another customer's job. It's her job. She should have sent them.
Exactly. I don't work there. I'm not going to get in beef with it. And then also, like, if a worker tells you, they'll probably listen. But if I tell you, he's going to be like, man, fuck you, and this and that.
But then you'd probably have all the line behind you, like, cheer you on, right? Like, yeah, fuck you.
Get up. Fuck him up. Like an airplane, just a line of people ready to fuck this guy up.
And then you see people start putting an item away too, huh? Like
right? Like they have 7. They're like, oh, shit. I don't want none of this guy.
Or how about if you're with a friend? Would you have your friend hold 2 and you hold 5?
There you go.
Does that work?
See that? But you guys ring together. Oh, he's gonna pay for mine.
He's gonna pay for mine.
Right. That's the work. That's the cheat.
The cheat code. So yeah, before you go to the store, you gotta gang up or round up a couple of your friends.
Yeah, speaking of like not working at a place and expecting to work anyway, how do you feel about self checkouts?
I don't like them, and whenever I have an option to go to a real person, I do. What do you?
And a lot of people say that like that they don't work for Walmart. I don't want to have to do this, but I actually really like them, and the reason is I don't have to scan everything. No one's there watching me. No one's there. Every time I go to stores and they have a self checkout, I'll scan like 3/4 of the items.
Yeah,
And
of course.
then
I think.
bag everything else.
Okay, what's the percentage of people do you think that do that, or do you think like yeah? Do you think obviously people do that, right?
For sure. I don't know. I feel like people probably don't do that. Like I'm sure they do. There's people that do it, but I don't think the majority of people do that.
I do it.
Yeah, and then they tell me, "Oh, be careful," because there's like a camera right there on the self check. But who's sitting there watching every
You've been
single,
waving at the camera.
waving the items I'm not paying for as I put them in the bag?
Okay, what's the most expensive thing?
Maybe like $30.
I think I got like a $45 brisket one time.
A brisket, nice.
I bought two of them. I
Brisket.
scanned one and fake scanned the other,
Nice.
and I left with a free brisket.
Yeah, I think mine was like a collectible box toy set. or
Oh,
something.
nice.
And I always sometimes if I go to Walmart and I see a bunch of them, I'll get like a couple of the items and then I'll scan a few of them and leave the most expensive one. Just throw it in the bag.
I even like the free avocado because usually avocados aren't sold by the pound; they're sold by quantity. So you could have 5 in the bag, and then it asks you how many do you have, and you can put 2.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, right. That's true.
Right by the end of the year, those free avocados add up.
Oh
huh?
yeah. Ain't nothing better than a free avocado. They're expensive too. So.
Oh, right. And yeah, it's funny because Walmart probably thinks they're saving money by not paying employees. But do you think they're actually losing money on all the food or free stuff that's flying
Free
out?
avocado and brisket at your house? I don't know. Because I guess paying someone is like, it's more expensive than an avocado here and there. But I don't know if it adds up and how many people are really doing it.
They all got to be doing it. We all got to be doing it. Or now, or we should we have kept this quiet? Because now they're going to be on the
Oh
lookout.
man, there's gonna be a picture of us at every Walmart.
Avocado thief.
Right, you go to Walmart and the avocado and brisket is behind the locked keys, and you need
With
it.
the box set of toys.
And they give you how many do you want for? Okay, and they give it to you, and they write it down on the thing that you scan.
I'm going to be outside having people buy my avocados for me.
Like okay, like when you go to the store, like Walmart, and you go to like the deli section, and they have like the food, like on the almost like buffet style. You can just choose what you want.
The ones that I thought those are so you can eat while you're shopping.
Exactly. So like, I always see those just empty in the aisle next to like books.
And
But
then
don't they give them to you with a barcode, and you have to go to the front and pay for it?
yeah,
So you just eat
I
it?
don't think they do that, right? I thought they're freebies.
No, I'm pretty sure it's free. Why else would they give it to you?
Right, and you could even go down to like the dressing aisle, and if you need ranch, they got all
Just
the.
pop one open.
Usually, you pop it open and you leave it open for everybody else, and everybody knows.
Oh, that's the community ranch.
That's the community. And then yeah, everybody.
Every time I go to Walmart, it's a nice meal. Like they leave all full. Like, what do you kids want to eat tonight, guys? Walmart.
Making a sandwich throughout the aisles, right?
Or you even go to the where they have all the plates and everything. Go back and make yourself a bowl of cereal.
Oh, nice. We should try that one and see if anybody stops us.
Right? Just like 2 bowls of cereal where like the kid sits. Reese's Peanut Butter Crunch. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I would love to follow somebody who's eating like the chicken nuggets or whatever, just to see how they ditch the empty, because they're obviously they try and be slick about it.
For
Right?
sure. And you could be right there. Hey, I saw that.
Hey, sir, this is yours.
Hey, you dropped this back there, man. Fuck, that'd be funny.
Or the old.
You can't take it back and get a refill of the chicken bites or whatever you got.
Right? Tell them, hey, I finished. Have some more.
Oh, fuck.
Popping open cans of right? Popping open cans of Cokes.
Right? That's what it's all there for, right? You got to try it first to see if you like it.
We should challenge each other to see who could do the most outrageous meal.
Right, even I'm like, fuck, Renee just beat me. He made a 4-course sandwich meal. I gotta kick it up a notch. So I go to the outdoor section. I give myself a little grill. I'm cooking up steaks right there in the aisle.
But really, you have to be moving really fast so they can't find you.
Yeah, like they just, where's that smell coming from? Aisle 11? No, I smell it over here. Oh, that'd be funny. You're just going down in your cart. Like, you guys want some steaks? And you're just cutting up meat for everyone.
Yeah, go get yourself a plate on aisle 3 and find me.
Fuck. Making a potato salad. Oh, man.
I really do want to try the bowl of cereal.
Right? That's the next level. Imagine shopping a bowl of cereal. That's...
Oh yeah, it's
living.
just, I might pay for the cereal, but I'm not paying for the milk. I'll leave the milk there.
Yeah, you just kind of pour some out and
Put it back.
What about the bowl? Do you take the bowl with you, or do you leave it?
Oh yeah, I'm walking out eating.
Fuck, that's so funny.
Trying to think, how can I make hot coffee while I'm at the store?
Yeah, where do you get hot water from?
You'd have to ask somebody in the back.
Yeah, I guess, right?
And then when they bring it to you, you just open the coffee from there, start making it in front of them.
Thanks. You want some? Yeah, right. Unless you just go to like the bathroom sink and turn on the hot water and wait.
And sell it to people.
Right? It's a hot. Oh, there's that hot water guy.
As people come in to use the bathroom, you're trying to sell them a 25-cent cup of coffee.
I got coffee. I got hot water. I got chocolate. Let me know what you want, man.
I got all the flavored creamers you want. Right.
In his trench coat. He has all the creamers in this one and a brisket on this one.
And a brisket. Or how about you do that? As you see people buying an expensive brisket, you could be like, hey, give me $20 and I'll get that brisket for free. I'll meet you out front.
Oh, I should start a new business. Just pay me less than what it's worth. I'll steal it for you. I'll even bring it out cooked.
I'll even marinate it with whatever marinade you want. Or you just cut open, get some scissors in there, cut it open, go to the marinade section for it.
Just rubbing it on the meat. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, sure. Go get some tin foil on aisle 7, and I'll wrap it up for you.
Damn, we need to start doing this.
I am going to do the cereal. Like I'm doing it.
I'm definitely doing that. Cereal.
All right, bro. Should I be in my pajamas as I do this?
Hell yeah. That's the only way. You even go to like the electronics section, you're watching cartoons on the TV.
Yeah, I'm just here for the cartoons.
Oh, yeah, you just open up a DVD player and pop in something.
Wow, that's what I'm going to do. That's my New Year's resolution.
That's a damn good one. What do you guys think of eating cereal while you shop? Let us know.
So this is kind of funny, but I don't know how, but people have found our email and they've been emailing us questions. So far, it seems like fan mail, so we're going to call this section fan mail. And if anybody out there wants to send us any comments, questions, or anything, you can email us at
toadhousepodcast@gmail.com. You want to read one of them first?
yeah, I'll definitely read one of them. Hi, Toad House. What's that one?
Your?
Your your podcast is funny. What's everyone's Mount Rushmore of comedy? This is coming from Easily Amused 1968.
See, that's a good question.
Very good question.
See, do you think they mean what's your favorite, your top, or like the most influential? Whether they're your favorite or not.
Oh, okay. I thought they meant the top comedians that were disrespectful to Native Americans.
Oh, I've got that list.
Is there a list?
See, the first one is
because you know all the conspiracies about Mount Rushmore, right?
I've heard certain things. Like I know supposedly it was like a sacred mountain to Native Americans or to certain tribes, I guess. And when
The
they
Lakota
did that,
tribe, yeah.
Okay, and then when they did that, that it was they took it as extremely disrespectful.
Supposedly there's even a secret chamber behind Lincoln.
Really, I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Behind his eye, you go up. What's the password?
UFO flies out his ear or something.
Right, a troll pops out and you have to answer a riddle.
It was also supposed to be a full bust of everybody.
What do you mean?
It's supposed to be like from the chest up.
Oh, shit. Yeah, because it's just like part of their head, not
Yeah,
even
it's
the
like
whole
their
head.
faces, and maybe George Washington has neck up. But yeah, it's supposed to be the busts.
Oh shit.
I also heard that the guy that designed it was a member of the KKK.
That makes sense. Of course, he's gonna design the monument to fucking over Native Americans.
I think Roosevelt even has a quote. I might not get this right. Something about the only good 9 out of 10 Indians. Something about a dead Indian. 9 out of 10 Indians are better dead, and the one that isn't, he would still question them. Right? Like fucking.
Fuck, I just remember hearing the walk tall and carry a big stick. Now hearing that, like, oh shit. That's fucking brutal. Yeah, I didn't know about all those conspiracies behind it.
Yeah, the Lakota tribe and the Black Hills. It was a sacred mountain. It was actually called the Mountain of the Six Grandfathers, which was the 6 directions to the Native Americans: the north, east, south, west, above and below.
Oh.
And then turned into Mount Rushmore, and then they put the 4 most influential
Presidents, I guess, right?
at that time. Lincoln. I mean, who?
I think it's Washington, Lincoln,
Roosevelt,
and Jefferson.
and Jefferson. Yes.
Which is weird that Roosevelt's the only, like, I don't want to say modern, but kind of modern. Like, it's like the first couple of... I guess Lincoln too. Because he was way after all of them. They just picked him.
Who Roosevelt was?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The first one was, of course, Washington, and then who would be number 2? Jefferson. Then Lincoln,
Oh, and yeah.
in order, and then Roosevelt.
I'm just waiting for them to finish it, and they're just going to have Trump.
Trump and Obama.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, good question. Easily Amused 1968.
So what is if you had to pick a
That's a
Mount
tough
Rushmore
one.
of comedy?
My favorite. He's not stand-up, but he was a co-writer of Seinfeld and of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I would say Larry David's probably.
Well, I was thinking just stand-ups, but no, yeah, I guess there's other one. It's just comedy. So
It's comedy, yeah, for sure. And I think.
oh, see now that makes it harder.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Because I was gonna say him, and then I was even gonna say, if it's allowed, the cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like that show's
Damn.
definitely top.
So few would be like your favorites.
Those two would be favorites, and
But on your the Mountain Rushmore would
oh,
be
for sure,
your
yeah,
favorites.
yeah, those would be my favorites if that's allowed. I mean,
Okay.
and then the other two would probably be stand up, and I'd probably go with Chappelle and
Gallagher.
Gallagher. Oh, Gallagher is good. Actually, man, he was.
You know what?
He was when I was a little kid. I loved Gallagher, and I loved it for the. You know, he'd come out like on the big wheels bike, and he would smash watermelons. And then seeing him later on in life, I thought he was pretty witty, and I thought it was like a good show all around. Like I thought he was funny. Like
I've only seen like his slapstick stuff. I've never seen him where he's like up there like telling jokes. Like I just haven't stumbled upon one.
yeah, he's good. He's good. No, but not Gallagher. Probably be Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh man, he got music comedy acts like right.
His stuff was good, right?
Oh yeah, he's fucking awesome.
No, okay, but really, I guess it would be Jesselnick.
Jesselnick. Oh, that's a good one.
Jesselnick, Chappelle, Larry David, and then the cast of Always Sunny.
Nice. The cast.
Yours?
If I'm gonna go with like my favorites, it'll probably be like Patrice O'Neill.
Patrice O'Neill. Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that big
Uh-huh.
black dude.
And he's in a show too, right?
He had a show on VH1 where he would host like little videos and gadgets and I forgot what it was called, and then he would come out on The Office a couple of times. He was one of the dudes that worked like in the bottom
Daryl.
no, but not him, the other the
yes,
other black guy. He like balding, not balding, but like bald short hair.
Is
Really
he
tall.
related to Daryl in the show?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah, I
honestly.
know. Yeah, he comes out barely. Yeah, he's like a really. Yeah, he's a side. Yeah, he's nothing major.
Yeah, he just has a few little scenes here and there.
I swear he's on another show as a major character. No,
I'm trying to think. As a major character?
no. Patrice O'Neill, Saturday Night Live. No.
No, I don't think so. He came out on the roast of Charlie Sheen.
Patrice O'Neill. Okay.
Yeah, he passed away like I forgot when, 2009 or I'm just making that up.
I know the name, but I can't say I'm familiar with his work.
Yeah, his stand up was really like really brutal, really harsh, and he was known to burn a lot of bridges with people because he just wouldn't like.
Oh no, man. Yeah, he stuck.
Yeah, he stuck to his gun, and he wouldn't like, yeah, oh, you're gonna do this? No, I'm doing it my way, and fuck you, and this and that, and which is why I really admire him. But yeah, I kind of.
Look where it got him. Right? Who was the last person you roasted?
Right? All eyes look on that person. Now, so probably be Patrice O'Neill, Louis C.K. for sure,
Yeah, you keep telling me about Life with Louis.
or just Louis.
Okay.
I think Life with Louis was like Louis Anderson.
That's why I'm like, man, this Louis C.K. is not funny.
Like, really, that guy? Like,
Yeah, Louis C.K.
yeah, the show was good. I don't know if it got canceled or if it just ended.
He got canceled.
Like he got canceled because he just likes to, I guess, jack off in front of people, which who doesn't?
Yeah, right. That's cool in my book.
Right? That's why he's up there.
Yeah, you showed me a clip earlier, and it was funny.
Yeah,
And he's with Gervais in that clip, and I'm not a big fan of him either, but yeah, it was really good.
I like Gervais a lot too, but I wouldn't put him up in the Rushmore. After that, it gets hard. I'm gonna say probably after that it'd be Richard Pryor.
That's funny because I have a stepbrother, and we didn't grow up with him, but he would be at my grandmother's a lot, and my dad would take us like, oh, go see your brother, and we'd show up and we'd have G.I. Joes and He-Mans and toys like that, and then he would have like knives, shooting stars, nunchucks, porn.
He was the badass one.
Yeah, he was. And he had 8 tracks. And
Oh, nice.
2 of them that I remember were Cheech and Chong and Richard Pryor.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, he would lend them to us. And I remember playing them, and like the Richard Pryor I would listen to, but I was really into the Cheech and Chong one, just because I guess I was already familiar with them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we would sit there and like laugh all the time at these 8 tracks of
That's
these
cool.
comedians.
Yeah, I remember my uncle would show me. My parents were real strict. They wouldn't show me anything. We'd walk out of theaters if the movie was too obscene. But my uncle would, I would go into his room and he had knives and fucking alien heads and metal CDs and posters of naked girls.
Yeah, to a little kid, that's like,
whoa, dude.
right?
And yeah, so I would go, when I would go to my grandma's, I would go hang out with him. And yeah, he would show me crazy horror movie. I was like 6. He showed me From Dusk Till Dawn. And he's the one that got me into stand-up. And I remember one time I went on a field trip and I wanted to I didn't have like a CD player or anything. I wanted to take something for the trip. So he lent me his Walkman, and it had one tape, and it was a tape of Richard Pryor. So I remember being on the bus listening to it, like laughing, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like he was so obscene but so hilarious. I remember the little girl sitting next to me was like, "Oh, what are you listening to?" And I was like, "Check it out." And she puts it on. "Oh, I'm gonna tell on you." It's like, fuck. Yeah, Richard Pryor for sure. And the fourth one. It's not a stand-up, but I'd probably go with Anthony Cumia from Opie and Anthony Show, the Anthony Cumia Show.
Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with Anthony and Opie and Anthony. I've heard them a lot, and maybe the fact that I'm like a Howard Stern fan. Was there like a rivalry?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I chose my side.
He chose the wrong side. No, Howard Stern is fucking hilarious too. I like both of them, but yeah, Opie and Anthony was really funny. Anthony was. I think he joined the show and he was like an electrician, or a plumber. Like he was just some random guy.
Okay, yeah, you said he's not. He doesn't do stand up. He just does the show.
No,
right?
I don't know if he's ever done it, like because they've had tours and stuff. But yeah, he's not a stand up. He's just like a radio guy. Now he does the podcast. But yeah, man, he was just as quick and lightning fast as any of the comics that would go on there. Man, he would make me. There's times where I've cried laughing so hard at the things he does, and I still like.
Your kid can't just be an asshole.
Right. Well, I was diagnosed with AHBD. That's difficult.
What's that?
Adorable, huggable boy disorder.
Oh, so you're cured.
Yes.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, is that fucking quick?
What Fez could do to
You still.
Hold on a minute, sir. I'm
The
laughing
shrink, right.
at the brilliant quick line that Anthony just fired out as he was digging in his nose the tissue. That's the beauty of that. Is he's literally just blowing his nose and that's shot out.
I also like how he doesn't. Like I think his show isn't allowed on YouTube, so he does it on his own.
On his own terms.
On his own terms, yeah. It's just cool that he doesn't. Same thing like with Patrice. Like they don't let anyone tell them what to do. They just.
Patrice O'Neill, Opie, Richard Pryor, and
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Oh, but Anthony, not Opie.
Yeah.
Opie's not funny.
No.
He's okay.
Yeah, it's funny too, because I mean that's one thing. Like I've known you since after COVID, and right away we talk about MMA, and we kind of have that in common.
Yeah.
And then later on we started talking about like comedy and
Gallagher.
And I remember too, one of my first experiences was kids at school were talking about Eddie Murphy, and they were talking about how funny his Delirious was. And the way they were talking about it, I'm like, man, I need to hear this. Like, everybody's talking about it, and finally, sometime, I don't know when, but I ended up seeing it on TV, and I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was that funny. Not the part that. I don't know. I liked him on Saturday Night Live, but yeah, just that. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that stand-up.
I think I've seen Delirious, but I think the one that I've seen the most is Raw. And he has like a red, like weird outfit. Yeah, I thought he was pretty funny. What about Eddie Murphy, the musician?
Oh yeah, for sure. Right. Was it My Girl Likes to Party All the Time?
My girl wants to party all the time. Hell yeah.
Right, he has a triple threat.
Right? Actor, comedian,
Musician.
singer, I guess. Right? What can't that guy do?
Well, and talk about full circle. You know, he was like, but yeah, that must have been my first introduction to comedy, or one of them.
Damn.
And then that was also Noah's first introduction, one of his first introductions, because he loved Shrek. And he would watch Shrek over and
He
over
just loved the donkey.
and over. Yeah, and
Shrek.
Eddie Murphy's going stronger than ever in that, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, Shrek, one of the classics of our time. It's gonna go into the Congress historical archives.
Yeah, and I probably seen that cartoon 100 times because he would just play it over and over, and it honestly wasn't too bad. Like it, I guess
Yeah,
that was a
it's-
good one. That was a good one. If it's going to be repeated,
It holds up too.
It
It's
hold-
pretty
yeah, it
funny.
holds up.
Have you seen Shrek in Spanish?
oh,
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
I bet. Who does Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy and Eduardo Murphy. I don't know. I want to go check.
and Miguel Myers.
Okay, here's another fan mail from Clovis Adams 222. Greetings, Toad House. I found your channel on a restroom wall. What's the latest on the Pet Owner Chronicles? Huh, It's a good question.
Nice.
You have a Doberman,
Uh huh.
and he was here today.
Yeah, he was.
Man, he's huge. Every time I see him, he's like he doubles in size. Like,
And yeah, I think he's still gonna get a little bit bigger. But yeah, he's cool. He's chill. Yeah, he's right. He's pretty.
oh,
chill.
he's pretty chill. Other than when he's trying to fuck me in the ass. But no, he's cool. He's like a little sweater, a tactical. It's all cool. It's funny because people will come in. Like he's just super sweet. Like just likes to play, super chill. But people will come in, and he'll run from the back all the way over here, and they see this huge Doberman running, and everyone's always all scared. And
Yeah, it's different reactions all the time, right? And then it seems like the people that are more scared of him are the ones he's interested in.
yeah, right. They turn around and like, oh, and then he, it's like he knows, and just goes for him.
Do you consider Toad a pet, a shop pet?
Stop being species. I'm an individual.
I mean, I do change your litter box,
Don't tell them that.
Right?
so we're gonna go with yes.
Yeah, me too. Not a good pet, but a pet.
But a pet, yeah. Pet slash maid slash cook.
/ shop asshole.
There you go. Should get one of those like little balls that the hamsters run around in. And
You? How? What about your cats? How many is
yeah.
it? You won't say, but I'm saying, is it more than 5?
All right, I'll tell you. It's. I did press record right. Yeah, my cats. Yeah, They're there. They're kind of assholes, but they're my assholes. But yeah, like they regularly drop all my shit. Like go to the bathroom and I come back and my drink spilled on the floor. Like, oh really? Like, yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah, I've never had a cat. I'm kind of allergic, I think.
Oh, okay.
But they've always seemed really cool. Like as close to like a lion or tiger as you can get, right?
Oh yeah, they behave. My cats will. If I let them outside, they'll catch pigeons.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, so I don't know how the fuck they're catching these pigeons. Like, pouncing on them and
Yeah, they have that instinct. I mean, yeah, they're definitely survivors.
really acrobatic. Like, it's not like a dog. Like they'll just jump up here and then jump up here and then fucking. It's a whole different experience from a dog. But yeah, a lot of people like don't either like or want to get cats because they're like, oh, I want. The cat's like, he's just gonna ignore you and he's an asshole, and the dog is loyal to you and this and that. But man, my cats are like really attached to me. Like they're always with me and they're super affectionate.
Yeah, that's what most people's. That's the stereotype, right? Like a cat person. You know, the cat is the pet that's just there, like sharing the house with you.
Yeah, looking at you like he wants to kill you every second. That is
Scheming.
true, but
And then yeah, the dog is the one. As soon as they hear you pull up, they're all excited to see you and they greet you.
yeah, right. I've missed you. Where have you been? Oh my god. Oh yeah, my cats are like that. They get like separation anxiety. And as soon as I get there, they're all on me and they fucking.
Yeah, and I would think a animal would form a bond. I mean, or a cat. I think a cat's definitely smart enough to form a bond with its.
For sure. Sometimes I think my cats are smarter than my dog. My dog's kind of an idiot, and my cats like kind of trick her and fuck with her, and they know what to do to get her to, leave them
Manipulate
alone.
her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Would you ever try cat meat? Like, let's say one of my cats passed away, and I seasoned up some.
Well, the fact that we live on a border town and growing up, I partied a lot in Juarez. I'm sure I probably had it. And if it was seasoned well, I'm sure it was good.
All I remember is those are awesome tacos, and that's all I remember. Now we have someone here at the shop who said that they tried cat tacos.
Oh, really? Like they knew
in
it?
Mexico. I don't know if they knew it or they found out afterwards, because the guy ended up getting in trouble for using cat meat.
Oh, man.
But he was saying that it was good. He was like, "Those are awesome tacos." Like, so maybe cat meat's the missing meat. I should just start farming my cats.
Right? And because everybody talks about dogs, right?
Yeah, right. What about cat meat? Yeah, it's crazy. The crazy exotic animals that, or I guess not even exotic. A dog is not exotic, but exotic foods and meats that cultures will eat. I'm sure there's all types of crazy stuff.
What do you think? What's the craziest thing you've eaten? Or
Man, I haven't really tried anything too crazy like that. I'm not into like organ meat, for example. Like I can't do that. I've had octopus.
okay, yeah, it's pretty
Maybe
exotic. Yeah,
octopus.
some people freak out on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was weird. The texture was weird.
Chewy, right?
Chewy, kind of gummy almost. Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I enjoy sushi, so there's a lot of weird things from the sea. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I don't. I mean, I think a shrimp is pretty weird, but that's normalized, right?
Yeah, it's like a roach.
Roach of the sea, with their little that vein or whatever, their shit vein.
Oh, their shit vein. You gotta pull out. No, but that's where all the flavor is, man. You gotta leave it in there.
Yeah, I leave it in there.
In fact, I even pull them all out and I make a pate out of them.
Right.
I spread that on some crackers.
And I don't tell people till after.
What is this stuff, man? It's really good. What you see, what I do is
All year long, I've been saving all the.
they've been fermenting in the pantry. Yeah,
Sea urchin is good.
sea urchin? What the fuck? Where do you get sea urchin?
At a good sushi spot, they'll have
Holy
sea
shit,
urchin.
sea urchin? Oh, what the fuck? It's like the randomest animal you could have said. I would have never expected sea urchin.
And the way it tastes, I think it's really good. I remember one time watching, I think it's Anthony Bourdain, and he's with this guy who's fishing sea urchin. And at that point, me and my son are looking at it and we're thinking like, wow, this guy has the best job in the world. Because as he's catching them, he's cracking open every other one and just eating them right out of the,
Like raw?
like raw. Yeah, I mean, because that's the way we eat them as sushi. It's raw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's brutal.
Oh, you have to try.
Raw sea urchin. Right now I'm over here like, and 2 weeks from now, it's my favorite food in the world.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Sea urchin. Damn, that just sounds crazy, right? Sea cucumber.
But that's the thing, is it's just different from our culture. So it
Yeah.
seems weird. I mean, because, right, if you showed somebody a cow and they're like, you eat that? I mean, that seems like that's pretty rough too, right?
Yeah, like in India, right? They don't eat cow. It's real sacred. Yeah, I'm sure you see like some tribe that has never seen a cow before, and they see this weird thing with udders, and it's all stinky. They're probably like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?"
Or a pig.
Or a pig. Oh, pig is good though.
It is, yeah. Right, escargot, snails, I think they're kind of good.
No, I've never had that. That just sounds like, I don't know. I feel like the texture was what would get me. I don't like oysters or mussels and stuff like that, and it's the texture.
Yeah, snail's different. It's not like an oyster texture.
Like
Yeah, oyster
mucusy.
texture is definitely its own thing, right? Because even a mussel, And an oyster to me tastes like the texture's different. A mussel's chewy.
Oh, see, I'm just kind of lumping them in together then. I
Yeah, I
guess
think-
oysters is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, an oyster is slimy,
Yeah.
wet.
I've had it once and I immediately I spit it back and everyone at the table laughed at me.
You're probably thinking like, what kind of joke is this, right?
Right? What next? What's this? Sea urchin? Oh God! All right.
Eagle? Have you ever had eagle?
Eagle throat. No.
Eagle.
No, never had eagle. That's like the most. Is that the most patriotic food to eat, or is that like the least patriotic food to eat?
The most, because you become one with the eagle. Eagle throat. If you ate enough eagle throats, could you yell like an eagle?
Like a screech.
And you'd have to wear all the talons around your neck for all the eagles you've eaten.
Fuck, that's hardcore. If you eat enough eagle throat, you turn into Uncle Sam, like a superhero. Right? Because Uncle Sam has superpowers, right?
I believe he did. He got you to join the army. Not that it's a bad deal or nothing.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I could see him like going like this and shooting like American flags out of his cuffs that fucking tie around you. Oh.
See, and to me, I just thought he was like a brawler. Like he just like he has no technology. I thought he would just walk up to you, a tank, and punch it or something.
Beat the shit out of you.
Like an old school boxer, right? I see him having that stance.
Yeah, okay, I could see that. Uncle Sammy, he doesn't take shit from no one. He's a cage fighter.
Before there was a cage, right? And the world is his cage.
Right? America is his cage.
Uncle Sam, right?
Like, who invented that? Where did that even come from? I'm sure I learned about it in school, maybe.
And he almost looks like Lincoln, right? Or no?
I guess, kind of, yeah. Right. He has like the hat. Huh? Like
That's the conspiracy.
his Uncle Sam is really Lincoln.
He's really. He didn't die. Or he painted his top hat.
Right? They rebuilt him like the.
He painted his beard white.
We have the technology. Fuck, that's funny. Uncle Sam. All right, who wins in a fight? Uncle Sam or Rocky Balboa?
I thought you meant Rocky Dennis.
Oh man, if he gets a good one, then
Because he could take a beating.
he's got a chin on him.
Right? He would wear out Uncle Sam's fists.
He broke his fist with his head. Oh man.
So Rocky Balboa or Dennis?
That's a good one. Might have to go with Dennis.
Man, it's a tough one. And only one of them could wear red, white, and blue, huh? They both could.
Oh, he would, yeah, because he would do it for Apollo, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. That's the ultimate battle to find out who can wear the red, white, and blue trunks.
Since Uncle Sam is older, I would say he's got the rights to it, and Rocky Balboa has to come in his Italian stallion. What was it? Yellow, right? I've seen him in yellow.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, with like a little red stallion or something.
Man, I would say Uncle Sam takes him if he doesn't have the spirit of Apollo with him.
Right? He doesn't have Nick in his corner anymore. Damn, who's in the corner for Uncle Sam?
He never had a sidekick like Captain America had Bucky.
I don't know. Did he? Maybe the Wendy the Riveter, whatever the fuck her name is. I forgot her name. I don't think it's Wendy. Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie Was it We Can Do It or what?
Yeah, and then she has like the red and white bandana. She has like the mammy outfit, basically.
Okay, if you're giving Uncle Sam her, then you've got to give Rocky Dennis in his corner. Right, what's better than two Rockies?
All right, damn, Rocky squared.
Rocky
damn.
squared. Hey Toad, look up if Uncle Sam ever had a sidekick.
I told you to call me Jaime.
No, I'm not calling you that. Just look it up.
According to DC Comics, it was Buddy Smith.
Wow, Buddy Smith.
Buddy Smith? What the fuck? Who the fuck is Buddy Smith?
Sounds pretty tough, or no?
You don't want to fuck around with Buddy Smith. Holy
Uncle Sam
shit.
and Buddy Smith.
And he had a comic? Like, Uncle Sam had a comic. That's the fucking... That just seems like right. Like, that's so American. I'm surprised he didn't have a reality show.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Buddy Smith.
That's so funny that it was a DC comic, so I wonder if Marvel copied them and did Captain America and Bucky.
Oh. Bucky. Wow, that kind of makes sense.
Kinda.
Like, oh man, they're appealing to the American crowd. We could do it too.
But definitely Captain America is way cooler than Uncle Sam.
I don't know, man. Uncle Sam's pretty cool. Buddy Smith.
Buddy.
I'm surprised Marvel didn't do a Rosie the Riveter one in response.
I'm sure she pops up in there
Yeah, she probably does.
with this is Julio Cesar Chavez.
Oh fuck.
and their long lost friend.
Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah, so like I'm surprised Uncle Sam isn't in the Justice League. Right, that would have been the ultimate. Who wins, him or Batman?
Oh man, Batman. I don't know.
Right, who wins, Robin or Buddy Smith?
Man, I need to look into this Buddy Smith character.
Right, Buddy Smith. I like him already though.
Do you?
Badass. And I'm sure there's other types of obscure ass or like pop culture icons that come out in comics. Like either weird ones like we've never heard of, like Buddy Smith, the sidekick to America, or like like the Uncle Sam.
You know, growing up, I had this comic book, and it was like huge. It was a huge comic book of Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
What?
And it was, it was
badass.
such a great book. And I believe it's Lex Luthor switches out the lights for kryptonite lights.
No.
So Muhammad Ali beats the shit out of Superman.
Hell yeah.
And it was so cool because in the comic book, like when they show the fight about to start, there were all the celebrities drawn ringside.
Oh, nice.
And then at the back, you know, if you didn't know who people were, it would tell you who all these people, and it was all big. I mean, it was probably like an 80s comic book. So it's just a bunch of stars.
Patrick Swayze.
Right, he wants the winner.
He comes out in his Roadhouse pants. Oh, I could see a comic book about Patrick Swayze like that, just fucking in his tight Wrangler jeans, just kicking the shit out of people.
What does he rip off, your throat or your heart?
I think he does your throat, right?
Right.
Fucking like, just like the Vulcan grip claw.
And he rips it out, right? Remember he rips
I
it?
think at the end, right, he kills. That's how he beats the guy.
Or did he rip the guy's heart out of the guy's throat? No, just-
Oh, maybe that's how powerful he was. He yanked on the arteries.
Because he beats Rocky Balboa, right? Or no?
The Sways?
Dalton. Dalton's his name. Remember that guy says that? You remember the movie?
Bits and pieces.
There's a part where he's beating up everybody and nobody knows who he is. But remember there's a blind musician?
Okay.
And it's his friend. And I guess his friend hears what's going on, so he gets the mic and he's like, Dalton's his name.
Damn. Fuck. Muhammad Ali and Superman though. That sounds cool. I gotta check that out. So who wins in the end? Superman probably beats him.
It's probably like every good guy versus good guy. They probably join forces or something.
It's right to take on Buddy Smith.
Right, he's the real mastermind behind. If George Washington was a superhero, what would his power be?
He'd have like the wooden teeth and it could bite through anything. Or he can compel you to never tell a lie.
Oh, right.
It was him, right? That said that, or was it Lincoln?
The apple tree?
Okay, yeah, I think
No,
that's Washington.
That is Washington, right?
Okay, yeah.
He chopped it down.
Yeah, he chopped it down. His dad asked him.
So that's his weapon of choice, an axe. And he'd have different teeth, different wooden teeth for every different situation.
Right, right. He has the oak ones for one guy, the teak ones when he wants to eat, and maple when he needs to bite through bars.
With his trusty axe, throwing apples at everybody.
Yeah, his father's dead cherry tree.
Oh, it's a
Hauls
cherry tree, right?
I think a cherry tree. What would your superpower be?
I think I have a superpower.
Oh yeah,
I think I do.
what is it?
No matter where I am, no matter what it looks like, I always pick the line that takes the longest. There could be
Every time.
one person in this line and 10 in this line. And I go behind the one person, and all 10 of the other people always finish before me.
So you're convinced that you have a superpower?
That's my superpower, yeah. I don't know how to use it yet, but I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I don't know how I'm going to use it to protect the world, but you just somehow end up making every villain go into the longest line
Right. Here, sir, step this one. We'll get you out of here quick.
so they can't buy their yellow cake uranium in time before Uncle Sam and Buddy Smith show up to stop them.
Right. I stopped it before it started, right?
Thanks again, Fast Pass Man.